We continue to have problems with people stealing, robbing, acquiring my identity, our ancestral identities. And that to me is a crime because they adapt our identity and then they turn around and change it and start calling us Latinos, Hispanicals, destroying the true identity that we have fought so hard for over 3,000 years, if no longer. I'm going to give you an example of this. Elizabeth Warren. I am an Indian. I am an Indian. I take money from the United States of America to improve myself, to advance myself in the name of being an Indian. And then she goes around saying that she is white, an Indian. So she is a white Indian. And then she's telling everyone that the Mexican Americans and the browns and the blacks and the Africans are being discriminated on. You get it? What they're doing is changing our identity and then put us in the position of weakness. The reality is completely the opposite. They must adopt our identity to feel strong. We, the people of the United States of America, we, the people of the Iberia Peninsula, we, the people of the American continent, the Aborigines, we are the strongest in this planet and in this country. We do not need to acquire any identity because that is who we are. So if you're in Arizona, in Nuevo Mexico, in California, and somebody call you Hispanical, analyze who is calling you Hispanical and why, and what they call themselves. They call you Hispanical and they call you Latin to diminish you. And they call themselves white to improve themselves because they came from the worst places on this planet to come here to advance themselves by trumping on you. And that is what Mr. Trump have done. And that is what Sheriff of Arizona County is doing right now, selling books, destroying you, calling himself a national of Italy. That is how crazy these people are. So now we have this woman. Apparently, she was born in some place in New York or around the northeast of the United States of America, and now she's identified herself as white. And you can go out there and look at it. Oh, I got a lot of white in me. I got a lot of white in me. But white does not exist. The only reason they mention a color is to confuse you. White is not a national origin. White is not a race. White is not a country. White is not a biology. White is only an assigned sound so you can attach yourself, no different than any other mammal, like a dog. You call a little puppy white and you feed him, and through the rest of his life, when you sound white, that puppy will follow you. And that is the key. They want you to follow them. And the people who is doing it are our enemies. The enemies of the United States of America. The one that they don't want you to know who you really are. Who really created the United States of America? The Spaniards and the French. Charles III, Louis XVI, they lost his neck literally about it. They don't want you to know about Galveston, Texas, named after Bernardo Conde de Galvez, Esteban Rodriguez Miro, governor of Louisiana, founding fathers of the United States of America. No, they want you to think that these people are Hispanicos and Latins and they do not exist. They don't want you to know that our capital, the capital of the United States of America, is the District of Columbia, named after Colon, Christopher Colon. The Spaniards themselves, they don't want you to know that they are Iberians and that you are Ibero-Americano. The Kingdom of Spain is terrified of people like me, people like you, to arrive in the Iberia Peninsula like they do every single year in Santa Cruz de la Palma, the Canary Islands, and reclaim what is theirs. That land that belonged to our ancestors, our fathers, to reclaim our music, to reclaim our art, the Visigothic art, the Roman art, the Suevos, the Aragonese, the Castilians, the Vascos, the Gallos, the Euskera language, the Catalan language. That is our language, our Spanish language. Not to be confused with Hispania, a Roman jurisdiction, a political and economical jurisdiction created to control and remove the Iberian identity. But today we still have it. We haven't lost that identity because my father transferred it to me. That is why we continue to have it. And I do whatever it takes to transfer it to my daughter, even if she has no idea what she is. To transfer it to you, even if you have no idea what you are. You are a United States of America, but was founded by the Cubans, by the Spanish Empire, by the Dominicans, by the people from the United States of Mexico, by the people from Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, de la Isla Española, from Argentina all the way to Canada. French Canadians are too from this beautiful continent. Well, you call Cajuns today, they are no Cajuns. There is something created to remove their identity. They are French, the people who fought for this land and created it. So who is these white Indians to come here from England and to remove our identity, to destroy us, to divide us, to go into a reservation and say you cannot speak Navajo any longer, to go into Louisiana bayous and say you cannot speak French any longer, to go into Utah, to go into the entire United States of America continent and say you cannot speak Castilian anymore. English is your language now. No, we refuse to bow our head to our enemies. And our enemies always have been people who want to destroy this continent. So, by saying that, check out who wants to destroy this continent and make association, real associations. When President Trump has a statue of Mr. Winston Churchill, analyze the data. Who is Winston Churchill? A hero of the British people? A hero who protected the Irish and the Scots and the Welsh and the Picts and all the rest of the tribes of that beautiful island. Or a man who sent these same people to die to protect industrialists and oligarch that we call English. Analyze who this Winston Churchill is. In reality, know what you have learned, what you have conditioned to learn. Analyze that Mr. Winston Churchill was trained, was schooled by Valeriano Weyler. So now it's for you to find out who is Valeriano Weyler and what he did. And the reasons and the techniques that Winston Churchill utilized all throughout Africa and the Battle of Gallipoli. where thousands of you die for no reason. For no reason whatsoever other than protect industrialist domains. So analyze how important it is to protect your identity when Hilaria or whatever she called herself change your identity, call herself Hispanic and call herself white. She is not one of you. I am one of you. They transfer you the correct identity. You are a United States of America national. You are not a color. You are not an African. You are not an Irishman. You are not a Spaniard. You are not an Italian national. No, you are a national of the United States of America. And those Navajos and those hum-hums in Arizona, they belong to the United States of America. They belong with us. We cannot longer suppress them. And we must advance their nationality, the United States of America, their ethnic group. We must protect their languages, their culture, their sounds, their music, their art. Very important. We must protect Ibero-America, because when we no longer call ourselves Ibero-Americans and United States of America national, and we call this continent America, and we start calling ourselves all these crazy ends, the enemy will win. And Kobe must die. They cannot win. Let me finish my rant with this. What you see with your eyes, make sure that it's real. If I say to you, you are a Roman, right now, listening to me on this YouTube channel, ask yourself this question: why this crazy old guy is telling me that I am a Roman? How did he knows? Well, I'm going to tell you how I know. Look at the House of Representatives. Behind today, the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, when she sits on that throne, that beautiful throne made for us, made by us, made by Esteban Rodriguez Miro, by Bernardo Conde de Galvez, by Marquez de Lafayette, Frederick von Zeppelin, made by George Washington and the rest. When you look at that podium, when you see Nancy Pelosi in front of the United States of America flag, you see right beside it, you see two facets. Those are symbols of Rome, of Roman power, of Roman military power. And that is what really said, we will protect the flag of the United States of America forever. And then you can look at that clock. You can look at the 13 stars. That is you. That is your symbols. That is why you are a Roman. You are part of this idea of advancement in humanity. And remember, the Romans of today are not the Romans of yesterday. The Romans of today are the Iberians, the French. They took over Rome. They eliminated the last Roman emperor, Romulus, in 476 and became something new that to this day we're still trying to keep together and advance. Go there and check it out. Don't listen to me. Go there and look at your own symbols. Look at those facets. Look at those facets protecting you. Saludos.